back to my channel. My name is Belle and this is the Belle Perspective, and today we're going to be reviewing the Queens of R&B, SWV and Xscape. But I've got a couple housekeeping items I need to cover with you before we get into that. Let's get into it. I have a goal for my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel and I need your help. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me if you have not done so already. And if you've already subscribed, go ahead and hit that like button and get in the comments and let me know what you think. Also, two more announcements. I want to shout out some of our newest subscribers. I want to shout out Sherry Williams Pugh. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate you. The last announcement, y'all, I'm a woman of my word. I said that I was going to make sure that I support Tamika. So Tamika, I got your Cajun seasoning. I don't know if you guys can see this because there's like a little bit of a glare. I got your Cajun seasoning. I've got your sweetener. We're going to try out these two. What am I doing, child? I don't know. We're going to try out these two. And then I got tables set, y'all. I got the cookbook. It's got the creamsicle mimosas. Shout out to one of my subscribers for telling me that it's in her cookbook. It's here. My apologies, I don't remember who said it, but it's here. I got it and it is in here, so thank you for that. Let me tell you, I'm already going through and I'm like, wow, I cannot wait to make some of this food. Also, just so you guys know, that she shouts out her father in several pieces of this book, and it don't sound like he abandoned them to me, but let Wig tell it. Okay, let's get into the review. We support black women around here, okay? We support black women. Y'all go get y'all's at southernfuse.com. And I ordered this one off of Amazon because I didn't see it on Southern Fuse's website, but for southernfuse.com is her site. The show starts back from where we left off, where the cliffhanger where the group is confronting Tocha about Rocky getting kickbacks. Tocha immediately calls Rocky on the phone, and Rocky, she's explaining to him, hey Rocky, I'm with the girls, they're saying they have these papers here. And I'm like, okay, you're already, I don't know if y'all caught that, but she was already trying to discredit the proof that the girls were showing to her. This entire time she's discrediting them and trying to say, you know, how do you know that this is the truth? How do you know? Like, you know how folks like to do. Immediately Rock says, you don't need to speak for me. Don't you say not two words speaking up for me. Aren't you the one that's always speaking up for Tocha? Speaking for her? I'm like, wow. And the way that he talks to her like she's a child. Wow. Okay. Tamika said, this is why you in the predicament you in right now, because but you not allowed to talk for him, but he allowed to speak for you. She said, Tocha, I'm not in a predicament, thank you. Then what do you call this, girl? In the confessional, Rocky and Tocha both are sitting there looking like polished thieves, and Rocky says, you know, I don't need to take a kickback. Hustlers take kickbacks. I make the deals. I do the deals. Sir, it sounded, what were you doing on the phone with the promoter? That sounded like a deal to me. What are you, so yes, you're guilty of doing what they're saying that you're doing? Tocha immediately grabs her little YSL bag. Again, probably with Tasha's money that she bought that YSL bag. Girl, get that girl her money back. She gets out, goes on, she's headed out to her car. She's like, I'm good on this. Tiny's like, now wait a minute about that show in Ontario. Hold on now, wait a minute. Now you know good and damn well Tocha is not about to try to skip out on no bag, because she ain't got no problem stealing her bags from her sister, and she damn sure ain't got no problem with taking any bags from the group. So trust me, baby, she is going to be performing so that she can cash in. Cameras panning and showing all the different men and their families, and they're getting ready to go to Ontario, California for this show. SWV has decided that they're going to allow Xscape to close out the show with understanding. I felt like that was a mistake, and we'll talk about it a little bit later. Tocha says she can't be around negativity. She's on her way to Ontario with her husband. I think they maybe were driving to the airport. She says she can't be around negativity. She brings up Tamika's lies about Candy, saying that, you know, the rumors that Tamika started. But what we've already know, Tamika has already addressed it, and that's why Tamika already addressed the reason why she lied on Candy. It was to protect you. So you can't keep using this against her after she's already addressed. Delusional. That's what I wrote. I literally wrote that in capital letters. A diva, Tocha, decides that she is going to get a separate hotel, ride separately, do all the separate things because she is Diana Ross, and the girls that she is known since she was a teenager are the Pips. She brought a chef, an assistant. Girl, what assistant? What work is you? She brought a chef, a personal assistant. She brought a videographer. She brought a makeup artist who's combing her hair everywhere she goes. The girl brushing her teeth and the girl getting her hair combed. She using the bathroom and she getting her hair combed. I'm like, girl, do you need to do this really? I'm done. So they're talking at the house, Rocky and Tocha, at the house that they've decided that they're going to rent outside of being in the hotel. And Rocky says, listen, if you feel like this is coming to an end, and he's talking about Tocha being in the group, he said, you know, with all this betrayal and all these things going on, and I'm thinking to myself, who is betraying whom in this scenario? Baby, a lie don't care who tell it, in the words of my grandma. A lie don't care who tell it, all right? He says, if you feel like this is coming to an end, meaning Tocha performing with the girls, you need to make peace with it and let it be the end. Girl, please listen. That's probably the only, not even if. We already know that this is the end for you, Tocha. We're ready for you to make it end. Stop it. We're ready for you to go. Toodles. They're touring it as a trio, and we forgot about you, girl. Professionals, the producer asked Rocky, you know, Tamika has accused you of stealing, you know, the allegations of stealing over $30,000. You know, and now the allegations of you getting a kickback, they can't prove it. So instead of denying that you did it, your immediate response is they can't prove it, as if there's something to prove. Then he says, you know, I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd have to have a security card, social security card. I'd have to have forge a check. I'd have to do all the. Rocky, that's exactly what Tamika said you did, and she has pretty legit receipts to show that that's actually what you did. So what are you? Then he says, and you know, I don't even know how to do any of that kind of thing because that don't even happen. And Tocha looking straight ahead, not making any kind of face. I said, y'all. So meanwhile, back at the ranch, SWV is worried about their transitions because this is new. They don't typically perform with other groups. They're performing by themselves. So now they're kind of worried about, like, how is the show going to go now that we're incorporating a second group with us and we haven't seen it in real time. All the girls are there except for Tocha. Now they're in not dress rehearsal, but they're in their first set trying to learn the choreography. They're trying to make sure they nail down transitions. They're really trying to make sure SWV and parts of Xscape, 3/4 of Xscape, are trying to make sure that they stick their performance. Where's Tocha? Late as hell. She is on her way in her car with her entourage. She says, I am such, you know, I respect my craft so much. You respect your craft so much that you, I don't know how many ever hour or whatever minutes late. So it appears during the rehearsal, Xscape don't really have their shit together, okay? Xscape is trying to sing all the songs during rehearsal. They really don't have time for that. They haven't figured out the choreography. Todd, choreographer, is yelling at them like they some kids, and Todd was like, child, he talking to them like he paying them. I said, ooh, child. I'm like, who is he talking to? I hope he talking to his dancers, because that's Xscape he talking to. Anyway, Xscape was completely wasting their time and looked hella unprofessional. And I thought, like, y'all are the ones that are asking for top billing. Y'all are the ones who are asking for a headline and closing out the show. But this is what y'all bring to the table? Coco is getting frustrated. So they have decided Xscape wants to sing Living in Vain, and it's a gospel song, and Coco says we don't do gospel songs in our set. We not trying to do no, like, we singing about cheating on husbands, cheating on boyfriends, betraying our friends. So, you know, So Into You was a cheat song, right? And so was it was a couple songs that they did. That was all these side chick songs. Ain't nobody trying to sing no gospel. Coco went to the side. She was like, listen, I'm out of my meds. I just feel like fighting. I was like, girl, that's your resort? Like, good God. Instead of cry, like, I expect, like, you out of your meds, you have an emotional breakdown, the first thing you would want to do is cry. This girl say, F that, I'm trying to fight. Girl, okay, ooh, make sure you stay on Coco's good side and make sure she's heavily medicated at all times. Coco said, I ain't singing shit. I am not doing no gospel. I do not do that. I was like, all right, y'all, come on, wrap this up, because Coco is getting annoyed. And Taj was too. I think Taj had made some suggestions as to how they should deliver the song "Is My Living in Vain," and Don Juan is yelling, "That's corny, Don Juan! If you don't shut your monkey, shut the fuck up." And that's literally what Taj said. If you're not adding to this, shut the fuck up. And I was like, go ahead. We're still, you know, we're day of the show, so that was the day before the show. This is the day of the show. Everyone's coming in. Tocha with her entourage. The two richest people in the group, Tiny and Candy, they by themselves. I think Tiny had maybe one person with her, but that may have been security. Possibly. The two richest people in the group just by themselves, and they real low key chilling. Mika called Rocky Edward Stealing Hands. I laughed for about a good 2 minutes. I ain't gonna lie to you. His real name is Edward, so Edward Stealing Hands. I said, okay. Anyway, okay, so we get to the show. Y'all, I'm trying to go fast as I can. People are yelling SWV, which, by the way, they're going on tour this summer. Cannot wait. SWV closes out with Weak, and everybody was standing up, singing to the top of their lungs. Coco said, do y'all see this crowd? Y'all should have let us close. I was like, they really should have. What are you talking about? Why did y'all not let SWV close? They have bigger songs. Xscape come out and they're like, oh, we not done yet. We not done yet. And it was just kind of awkward because some people were still sitting. I mean, people were singing, but the energy wasn't the same as it was when SWV was up there. Tamika and Candy are singing, and Tocha in the confessional is saying, you know, things aren't the same with my sister. You know, she's usually cheering me on, you know, saying a good job. The chemistry between us on the stage is really good. It's not the same anymore. And I'm like, girl, because you stole her money. Like, did you forget that? Like, you stole her money. You're telling us C, but you forgetting to tell us about A and B, how you got here. And I could not stop laughing. I was cackling. Did y'all see how Tasha titties was all up here? Like, I can't even lift my boobs up that high because I'm just not about to put my through that kind of stress and pain. But her titties was all the way up here. She looked like she could not breathe. It was too funny. After the show, Tamika tries to pull Tocha aside. She wants to have a conversation with her, and I feel like here in this moment, Tamika has such a good heart. She has such a good heart. She has such a good spirit. She really cares about her sister. She cares about her family. She wants to be loved. She's trying to hold on to that. That's what she knows, and Tocha knows that, and she's dangling it over her head like a carrot. And so she's gonna, I'm not gonna go down that road. But Tamika, sweetheart, it's time for you to let your sister know that you can live without her. At the end of the show, the manager for SWV pulled them aside, announced the additional history that they've made. So Into You went from gold to platinum, and I think Right Here went from gold to platinum, and Weak went triple platinum. So I'm so excited for those ladies. SWV is my group. I cannot wait to get me a SWV t-shirt because I'm gonna be singing to the top of my lungs when they come. I hope y'all come to DC, please. Love Xscape as well, but SWV really is really truly is my group. So anyway, y'all get down in the comments and let me know what you think about the episode. Don't forget to support Tamika Scott. southernfuse.com. She's got seasonings, and then she's got a book called her cookbook Table Set. Y'all, please check it out. I think you'll be satisfied. It's some really good pieces, some really good recipes in here, and she talks about her life in it, and it's got some good tidbits, and she's shouting her father out in so many different sections of the book. So I don't really know what story Wig is telling, but it don't. Anywho, I will talk to y'all later. Take care.